Hi everyone, my name's Anna Marie. Welcome to part 2 of Paper Tricks 2 kit, looking at the dies and embossing folders that you get within the kit. I've put it into a mini series because it's so versatile and there's so much to look at, and you might want to stop, rewind, fast forward and look at the different things that you want to look at rather than not know how to use it. In the kit, in part 1 we covered what exactly you get, and we looked at the dies and the square embossing folders. So in this episode we're going to be using the dies and we're going to be looking at the Paper Tricks circles and ribbon embossing folder. Now for this you're going to need the dies, and that's why we've got the corresponding shapes to go with the corresponding shapes in the embossing folder. The embossing folder has got a deep pan, so your shapes won't fall out of it. I'll just pop a circle in there so you can see how it literally sits within the little ridge for when you pop it through in your machine. Now we're going to start off with this shape here, which is the large half circle, and you would die cut those, run them through your embossing machine, and then you're going to be using them to make a flower. Once they've gone through your embossing folder and you start folding them, you are literally going to concertina fold them like so, she says, and then that way you'll get lots and lots of the outsides, and you simply start and glue them onto one of the circles, building up as you go to create a flower like that. So that's the first half circle. The second half circle, again, cut out however many it says in the instructions, run it through the embossing folder, and then you literally start folding them bally folds, and I shall show you what I mean. So you die cut your circle, you run it through the embossing folder, and then you are literally going to fold and fold outwards, fold and fold outwards, and you're going to build it up on the circle base, building all the way around until you get the rosette shape, and then using one of the banner embossing elements on the same folder that's there, after you've die cut the banner tails, you literally fold it and stick it to the back to create your rosette. It is, when you look at the instructions, you'll think, oh, that is easy. So it's all literally folding paper, being able to get it to the right shape, the right fold, which the embossing folder does for you. You build it up around the circle and then add your banner tails. The next one that we look at is the folded banner for sentiments, enhancing your projects with words or elements. This one I think is worth the price of the kit alone, because it literally will help you do so much. Cut the shape out of the die as we have previously for everything else, pop it in your embossing folder. When it comes out, this is how it looks. Don't know if you can see those score lines. And then you simply fold it and fold it so that you're left with the banner shape like that for all your projects and everything. Then we're going to go on to my favourite, the circle, the square in a circle. You're going to die cut a circle, as we have done here. You're going to run it through your embossing folder, and you're left with something that looks like this. So you need to do roughly 9 for a 6x6, 25 for an 8x8, and 36 for a 12x12. Give or take your folding, so you know, don't string me up if I'm not quite right. But once you've embossed them, you get a square in a circle. So you also need to cut a square piece out using your square die for a base, and then you simply start off, fold the edges of your circles to make a square, and do this on all of them. Now I've got a card tutorial coming up actually with this effect in, and it probably goes into a little bit more depth and a little bit more time than I've got now. You find the centre of your card. We're going to add glue across there because we're going to do more than one. You find the centre of your card and you pop one in the centre, and then you're going to build up, matching it edge to edge with as many or as few as you like. So if I fill that up, that would fill a card for maybe 5x5 or 6x6. The tutorial I've got coming up actually shows you how to make this card using the technique on the base, so watch out for that one. So that's the circle in a square, my personal favourite at the moment. The last one on this embossing folder is the circle with the 2 folds at the bottom. Now this actually makes the same as we have done previously, but in a larger size. It makes the flower. I haven't made one to show you because we've already covered it in episode 1, but it's exactly the same technique. Die cutting your circles, folding the edges in, placing them around a circle centre to get the flower. That's the back of it. So it shows you how you literally just glue the petal circles onto the base circle. Now that is the end of looking at the dies with the second embossing folder, which is the circles and the ribbons. I do hope you've enjoyed this. I know it seems really rushed, but we can't spend so much time on everything. I just have to give you a glimpse and sort of show you roughly how you can do it. You at home will be able to practice and play to your heart's content, and I just know that this kit is awesome. So please join me next time, where we're going to be looking at the chevrons and the fan fold. Sorry, I can't get my words out. We're going to be looking at the chevrons and the fan fold embossing folder. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Please give me the thumbs up if you have, and I'll see you next time.